Welcome to the new Salto podcast, where we explore trending topics in smart living, innovative access control, and smart building solutions. Today, we're discussing smart security systems in retail. This topic is relevant to businesses of all sizes, from quaint boutiques to big box stores. In this podcast, we'll examine why having the right access control solution is vital to ensuring a safe and convenient retail experience for all. Let's dive in.
Unlocking Talks, a podcast by Salto.
Hello, Alex. Welcome back for another episode of Unlocking Talks. How are you today?
Hey, Sarah. Great to be here. I've been really looking forward to this one.
Sounds like you've got something interesting for us. So, what's on the agenda today?
Well, we're diving into the world of retail. It's something we all interact with every single day, but we're looking at it from a side most people never even consider. We'll be looking at how cloud-based smart access solutions are fixing security and access management.
Okay, you've got my attention. I don't think we've ever covered the retail sector before, have we?
You are right, Sarah. We have focused in other sectors and services, but never retail. However, stores, supermarkets, malls, restaurants, gyms, and banks are searching for more reliable security and smart access solutions.
Okay, I'm hooked. So, for me and for all the little tech lovers listening, let's start with the basics. How does cloud-based access control help?
Just think about the headache of managing keys and access for a big store. You have staff, managers, delivery crews, cleaners. It's a huge security challenge. And that's where cloud technology is completely changing the game.
I can imagine it might be difficult to have an overall control about it.
Completely. Traditionally, retailers of all kinds have used physical keys to secure their premises, but that method has become outdated. There's an increased risk of these keys getting lost, duplicated, or passed around without knowing who has access to what.
Wow, I can see how that would get out of control fast. Keeping track of all those people and keys must be wild.
Exactly, and that's where smart access control comes in. Cloud-based solutions like Salto KS give retail managers digital, real-time control over who can enter which space, when, and for how long.
And all this can be done remotely?
Absolutely. That is one of the key points when developing these services. You can control access to the business, whether you're in the store or hundreds of miles away.
This sounds powerful, Alex, but isn't it overkill for a small business? I'm thinking of a local restaurant owner or someone with a bunch of boutique shops, for example.
That's the most common question, but it's actually the opposite. For small and mid-sized businesses, time and flexibility are everything, and cloud systems give them that back. It gives you the power to manage access across multiple sites from a single dashboard.
Right. So it's really about giving business owners operational freedom, the ability to manage everything without being tied to the physical location.
Yeah, and I think it might be game-changing for many of our listeners working in the retail sector. It's fast, flexible, scalable, and completely wire-free. When your business grows, your smart access solution grows with you.
So no more running to the hardware store to cut new keys?
Exactly. The whole idea is to replace that piece of metal with a digital key. You issue secure digital credentials that can live on a key card, a wearable, or right on your smartphone.
I know that Salto has the best tech prepared for these kind of situation, but what if they lose their credentials?
And here's the best part. If an employee loses that credential, you just digitally revoke their access in seconds. No changing locks, no reissuing keys to the entire team, and no more stress about that security gap.
Wow, that is something. What about personalization? Is it a standard option, or can administrators set it according to their needs?
Good question. As an administrator, you can also control and manage users' access profiles and set up custom access rights for different needs. The calendar function lets you set permissions for daily use and alternate access levels for other times.
So it sounds like the biggest saving isn't actually the money. It's the time, and more importantly, the stress. It's about restoring that peace of mind.
That's exactly it. And that's the feedback that's most rewarding.
And that peace of mind we were just talking about really all comes down to trust, doesn't it? Which brings up a big question. How secure is a cloud-based system in practice?
Cloud smart access solutions are more secure than many believe. We're talking about end-to-end encryption, multi-factor authentication, and regular cloud updates based on your access control infrastructure.
That makes sense. So how does the system actually maintain that level of security over time?
By addressing security vulnerabilities and enhancing performance in general, these changes eliminate bugs, enhance device performance, and more importantly, fix security flaws.
That continuous protection is a huge plus. But you also mentioned increased visibility. What does that look like in the real world for a manager?
Well, unlike traditional locks, you're always protected against the latest threats. You'll also enjoy increased visibility. This means tracking who entered a space, when, and how long they stayed. That's a huge benefit for investigations, audits, and compliance.
So it's clear how this technology solves a lot of old problems. But does it create new opportunities? Can you do more with it than just manage doors?
I just love how you've addressed it. Opportunities. Yes, so modern platforms like Salto KS allow you to analyze users' behavior with 24/7 activity data. That means you're not just controlling access. You can also build community and monetize your retail space effectively.
What about the integration with their own system?
It also gives managers the tools to link access data with staffing schedules. This doesn't just improve timekeeping and efficiency, it's also an incredibly convenient way of working. You could even connect your smart access and communication by integrating XS4Com video door intercom system.
Yes, it definitely brings a whole new level of insight and control. So, cloud-based solutions aren't just about smarter security, but also smarter business?
Exactly. For example, you can analyze foot traffic to see who's entering stockrooms or when customer peak times are. You can even detect patterns to improve shift planning or identify suspicious activity. It's a level of insight you just don't get with traditional systems.
We've talked a lot about the benefits for managers and the business, but what about the people on the ground? How does this change the day-to-day experience for staff? Is it genuinely more convenient for them? Do they like using it?
They love it. Smart solutions are easier to use, particularly mobile credentials. Staff don't have to carry bulky keys or spend time doing physical handovers at the end of their shift. Just send them a digital key on their smartphone and they are good to go. You can allow access at specific times and to specific locations, then simply revoke it when it's no longer needed.
I can definitely see the appeal. I know I'd appreciate a more professional and modern way to access my workplace. It just feels smarter and more secure.
That is the idea.
Well, we are reaching the end of this episode, but before we go, I have one last question for you, Alex. It's for my curiosity. Do the solutions work across multiple locations?
Thanks for asking, Sarah. I think many listeners would have the same question. So that's one of the biggest wins of cloud-based access control. Franchises or chains can apply policies across all sites while still allowing local flexibility.
Can you give us any real example?
Sure, let me tell you about EDEKA Durison, an independent retailer in Germany. After opening a second shop in the city of Hameln, they adopted Salto KS as their access control solution. Edeka Durison soon extended Salto's solution to their flagship store in Hanover. As the business grew to the towns of Eschede and Elza, they integrated it with our cutting-edge intruder alarm system.
So, to bring it all together for our listeners, what is the single biggest takeaway they should have about the impact of cloud access control on the retail world?
This shows you just how cloud-based access control solutions give retailers greater security, flexibility, and efficiency. It can scale with your business seamlessly and makes your operations smarter, not just safer. That's good news for every customer, staff member, and retail operator.
And that's a wrap for today. Alex, thank you so much for breaking all of that down for us. You have a real talent for making complex tech feel simple. And to you, dear listeners, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Until next time, stay curious. Bye.
Unlocking Talks, a podcast by Salto.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Salto podcast. We hope you found this breakdown informative and insightful. Make sure to check our blog, where you can read our full analysis on this topic. For more episodes like this, check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. Don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Ready to go keyless? Join us again soon for our next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.